Hello and welcome to a new episode of Product Basics. Today I want to teach you about sealing profiles, and this episode specifically deals with how you can choose the correct sealing profile for clamping onto your application. And why? Well, because you want to seal the application against the outside elements using the most economic solution that's also easy to assemble, stays on for as long as possible, and saves on material. After this video, you will know what the three most important things are to think of when choosing sealing profiles for clamping. They are designed as one integral product, but really consists of two parts that are made from different formulas of the same material. The carrier that's pressed onto the edge and often contains a metal insert that makes the carrier grip better. Then there is the soft, springy sealing part called bulb, bubble or lip that is soft and conforms to small imperfections in the door and frame, creating a perfect seal. The two halves are normally not glued but chemically bonded to each other on a molecular level. The three most important things you need to think of when choosing a sealing profile for your application are: physical dimensions of the profile, the size of the gap and calculating bulb size before compression of the profile, material depending on the environment. The dimensions, when we're talking about normal sealing, which should be mounted on a sheet metal or sometimes plastic sheet, there are two main questions. First, what is the thickness of the sheet metal or plastic you're attaching the profile to? This measurement, the thickness, should fall within the product's clamping range. This is clearly stated in our website or catalog. For the gap, you must measure the gap and then calculate the size of the bulb when it is in a relaxed stage. If the gap in your application is 10 millimeters, you must therefore calculate the expanded diameter of the sealing profile before it's compressed to 10 millimeters, after being compressed 30 to 40%. This can also be expressed in such a way that the diameter of the bulb or length of the lip should be compressed to 60 to 70% for optimal sealing. The formula is this, and in this example the bulb or lip should be between 14.3 and 16.6 millimeters depending on if it's compressed to 30 or 40%. Now, don't get me wrong, the profile may absolutely work if it's compressed more than 40% and the door is not open very often. But if the door is used often, compressing and decompressing the profile numerous times during a year, the sealing properties will deteriorate over time. Too much compression ages a profile, so the spring-back elasticity will be affected and it will not keep the interior as safe to the outside elements as intended. In addition, you're also paying for unnecessary material being compressed. So stay on the smart side and let compression fall between 30 and 40%. If you plan to install the profile in areas where there are other designs than straight lines, you also need to consider the bending radius. The bending radius is described via this drawing as curved up, down, left and right. And these measurements are described as A, B, C and D in the product table. In the web catalog, you can see the minimum bending radius in each direction stated in millimeters for each sealing profile. For a few profiles, there is no bending radius stated. This means that it can only be used in a straight line. Finally, what material should the profile be made from? This is pretty simple too, but easy to forget. But simply think about in what environment your sealing profile will be doing its job. In most cases, the profile will be in a standard indoor or outdoor environment, and the vast majority of sealing profiles are made for this. But take a minute to think about if your application risks exposure to UV rays, steam cleaning, ozone, gasoline, oil spill, or acids. This information will be important as we can help you decide if the sealing profile can be made from standard materials like EPDM, or if you would be better off with a profile made from NBR, silicone or something else. If you have an interest in physical properties of various sealing profile materials, read more at industrialloss.com and type in properties of rubber in the search field. But if you would rather like our assistance, just let us know what environment the profile will be used in, and we will help you finding the correct material. So that's it. You now know about the 3 most important factors when choosing a sealing profile. And if you need help or assistance with sealing profiles in general, edge protectors or latching hardware, maybe you need assistance to choose the right product, need samples, drawings, or product information, get in contact with us. Or check out our website, industrialast.com. We have been supporting companies like yours with latching hardware since 1981, and we can help you too. Our business development managers or customer service representatives will be happy to help you out. See you next time.